as I became more exposed in volunteering, I realized that education is one of the best ways to build up a community and to fight social injustice.
I always wanted to do something with the poor, and if you want to work in dignity, you have to think more than just your pay. It's more of giving yourself and your time towards the children.
就我觉得除了教育上面那一方面之外，你也是身为一个老师的话，也是有一个身教，就教他们 moral value 那一方面，道德观念那一方面。所以我选择7、8岁也是因为我觉得他们的道德观念应该从小开始教起。
I love teaching and also learn from my senior teachers, my previous teachers.
My emotion is not stable because I'm the sole winner of my family. I have to take care of my father, my mother, and also my special need brother. I was at home and then I can feel what my family is facing there. My family is doing their own farming behind my house, okay, to get their own vegetables. Sometimes we only eat vegetable soup with rice, half of the rice. So it's very hard to explain to my family and to my relatives as well. When they ask me about my salary, I have to be very honest. Oh, I'm in pay cut, so I couldn't pay. I couldn't pay more than I afford.
Teaching the students via online, it is very new for me, and I have to learn a lot. For my students, it was quite difficult to reach out to them for the first few months because not all of them are accessible to Wi-Fi, internet, and also some of them do not have phones. So it is quite hard for the teachers to see or hear how are they doing.
就好像我一个学生，其实他在这段期间他有进步，你可以看得到，他就算是在班上还是现在在学校在家里上课的话，他也是有一直在进步的当中。只是他突然之间有一天，他就突然告诉我，老师，我不可以继续再上课了，因为他的家里不够手机给他用来上课，因为父母开始做工了，然后可是还不允许回来学校。所以他们没有足够的手机给他来上课，所以是一个很可惜的一件事情，就是你看到他进步的当儿，然后可是因为突然一件事情，就是他没有一个器材准备给他，然后他就不能去上课了，所以是一个蛮大的一个困难挑战性。
The people around here are like what I mentioned earlier, they're more like a family. You can always see people in dignity, no matter whichever department they are. They will always have conversations with you like we are one together, not individuals from different places. And I like this kind of environment.
When I explain something and when the student got what I meant, I am so satisfied and very happy about it.
From preschool up to primary, we kind of follow the Montessori philosophy, which believes in play as a child's form of learning. And so we have colorful materials, things that they can touch and feel and play with as they learn. And so that gives them a sense that, learning is not just words that I write on the paper, but it's things that I see and I can touch and I can feel and I can hold. And they learn through all their senses.
I have this one girl, she's quite a brilliant girl in the classroom and always up to date sending in her lessons. But throughout this e-learning, I noticed that she didn't send in her homeworks. And the mom just told me that when she asked the daughter to do her homework, she said, Mommy, you are not Teacher Fiona, only Teacher Fiona can teach me. So I decided to do a video call with her and I explained to her on why she can't come to school now, and now her teacher is her mommy. And in that way, once I started doing this video call with her, I noticed that she started getting her motivation and interest in doing her learning.
Most of the parents will complain or will share their thoughts that education is not really important, when the parents will say they don't have enough money to pay and they just want the students quick from school. So when comes this kind of situation, I always explain to them the importance of education. I always use myself as example, I'm not really from a good family or education background, so I always share my thoughts and my feelings to them. If they can study now, how it can be helpful for their future.
As students that come from underprivileged backgrounds, their parents also have a lot of other priorities, and education might not always be one of them. I've had students who've had to drop out of school because their parents just didn't think it was important enough. I've had students who only came to school when they were 12 for the first time since ever. But as a teacher of refugees, they're humans too. They are annoying just like all kids, but they are lovable just like all kids, and they all deserve an education.
我会跟他说，我所经历的事情是我有见过一些学生，他们可能从小就是不会读书了，可能就是写字也不会写，就写字写得很潦草。可是因为他们就是通过学习一直练习，虽然他们到现在可能还是很多字都不会，也是可能还是不是很会来怎么样跟人家对话，可是在他们的自信心方面他们是增长的。
One thing that I hope from my student is to work hard, work really, really hard, and do not give up.
Keep learning with the right attitude and with the right mindset. Even though the teachers are not around to help them.
There are about 200 over students, and most of them come from poorer communities. And of course, we do have a handful that are a bit more privileged, but the majority of them are underprivileged. And my hope for them is to be able to access education without any boundaries. Well, no, borders. What's the word? Barriers. Barriers.
I always encourage my friends, my previous colleagues to come to Dignity, visit Dignity one day, so you can feel, you will have the heart to feel what we are doing here and how to help.
I myself was also a sponsored child. Through that, I got to finish my secondary education. Without that, I would not be graduating and I would not be here interviewing and also teaching the students.
So at Dignity, we have this thing called Empower a Child, which is EAC, but I want to challenge you to empower a teacher, EAT.